This was not the video I had in mind making this week, but anyway, coming home late from a friend's birthday party to come home to flames over the top of Dad's house, which I thought was unusual, we headed round the backyard to find Dad's old telehandler completely ablaze.
I'm just going to have a little look around the yard, see if anything else is strange happened.
The reason I thought it was strange is the fact that Dad parked the telehandler in the shed before he went on holiday that night. Now we see it outside the shed and on fire, so I'm thinking someone did this. And that's where it got strange as we checked out the CCTV. Now, please don't moan about the quality of the CCTV. I know it looks like it was taken on a potato, but you can quite clearly see the Macbro in the shed with a lot of brightness underneath it. But notice the exhaust. It starts itself up. And if you look closely, starts to slowly drive itself out the shed. Bearing in mind, there's nobody in it, and nobody has been around that building for 3 hours. How on earth did that happen? So it was burning for about 8 minutes, and then randomly the engine just starts up and it just backs out of the shed just like that. No one went near it. You couldn't make it up.
Well, what a shame. I'm going to have to move it because I need to get the car out of the shed. I'm going to get the Macbro, lift the boom up, see if I can chock it in place so it's off the ground, and see if it'll drag out the way. Poor old thing.
Now, this wasn't a valuable machine. Dad bought it for about £2,000 when I was about 5 years old, and it's been on the farm forever. And it's all of our little friend. We've used it for everything over the years. Used it when we had cattle, before foot and mouth and all of that. Can anyone notice the workshop? There it is with cattle. Notice the Unimog. And that's why I've got an obsession with Unimogs as I grew up. Here's me as a young girl in my first pedal Unimog. And here's a photo of me playing hide and seek in the Class Dominator combine harvester. If you didn't play hide and seek in a combine harvester as a kid, were you even a farm kid? Anyway, back to the Macbro. I even changed the engine on it when I was about 15. We've had this thing forever, and it was such a shame to see it burn to the ground. When Dad got back from holiday and I had to tell him what had happened, he was quite devastated, especially as he only lost the fast track last year, which is why I've treated him to a replacement machine. This is a year newer. I bought it for him before everyone goes, oh, I bet you burnt it out for the insurance. We didn't claim on the insurance, so no need to fill the comment section up with that. Save your breath. Anyway, this machine I got off a friend of mine that I used to work for when I was younger, and he was done with it. So it just happened to work out at a fairly good time. So this little Sanderson's been parked up for about 3 years, so we thought we'd take it in the workshop and just mend some stuff before we try and use it straight away. But anyway, for the part everybody's been asking for and expects from me.
It's a sad day. So, this is what's left of Dad's telehandler, which isn't a lot. But of course, I've now found him this little Sanderson as a replacement. But the Sanderson had its own style headstock, hooking up attachments like buckets, forks and bale spikes, that sort of thing. And the Sanderson headstock like that is a bit crap. If you're a proper farmer, you have Mapro pin and cone headstock on your telehandler. Proper farmers would have Mapros themselves. I call all forklifts Mapros because I grew up on the farm with Mapros for now. I'm going to cut the old cones off this headstock and weld them onto this. I'm going to have to cut it down slightly and move the rams up and do a fair bit of messing around. So we're going to use some bits off this to make that one right. The beauty of this is we'll have hydraulic rams, so Dad won't even have to get out to change the bucket, which will be better on his old legs. But what I thought we'd do as well, and let's face it, what everyone wants to see, is will it start? So, I would have checked the dipstick, but it's melted away. Oil filter still seems to be on. Lift pump is melted beyond belief. I think that's actually some of it there. Starter motor does seem to be not in terrible condition. The injection pump, all the pipes have melted off it, and the fuel, look at the fuel filter. The fuel filter was here. That's obviously just melted in. So we might have to just jury rig it, and top of the fuel pump there is a bit mint. But anyway, let's see what will happen. It probably won't even crank over. It could be seized. Who has a clue? So I'm going to take the wire off the back of the starter motor now, just so we don't blow the jump pack up, basically. Oh, this does not feel brilliant. That does not feel good at all. Yeah, so why it started, I don't know. I'm going to just guess and say that a wire must have chafed. It's hard to say, really. Right, let's get all of that crap out of the way. Yeah. Right, let's get a jump pack on it and see what happens. Think it's going to work? Let me do the honourable thing and crank it with the... let's just see what happens there. It could... Stop drawing. It's not earthing out. Oh my god, did that actually turn?
Yeah, it turned.
I reckon she's gonna go. I'm gonna put a bit of WD-40 inside the starter motor there, because she did sound a little bit dry. Don't know why, but just a bit. I also might give it some 24 volts. Jump pack's down a little bit. Anyway, just in case it cranks well. This could be. Ready?
Yeah.
What a pace. Now let's see if we can make it run on its own diesel. I think it's got covered in dust and ash for some reason. Oh, what a bit of kit. You can't kill a Perkins. I'm well impressed with that. Oh, I reckon now, I can't remember with these pumps. I'm going to feed diesel. Can't remember, I think that's return, I think that's the feed. I'm going to feed some diesel to it. I mean, if that injection pump works, it's a wonder, because there's
a fair knock to it.
Well, yeah. Someone will be screaming, oh, you're ruining the engine, you're using WD-40. I mean, easy start. Look at the state of it. Like, am I worried about ruining it? Ruining it. I was well impressed with that. Wonder if it's slow on water. Let's just see if there's anything in the block there. Don't believe it. There's no water in the block. Right. Let's get some tools and connect some diesel. Right, so this is the top of the injection point. And this is how you make it rev the engine up and stop. And basically, these shafts, which is the throttle shaft, this was, that goes in there. There was O-rings, which have now just turned into paper powder. But it basically turns this cam, which lifts that collar up and down as you rev it, which is just the fueling, pretty simple. And this one is the stop, and all that's designed to do just the same, but that holds it all the way up to stop the fuel get passing through. So I'm going to try and clean this, put some new O-rings on. See if it starts.
Technical dipstick, given it's melted off. Right, stop. Look at that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it. Well, it would run for a minute, wouldn't it?
It's got enough in it.
So basically, they go in there. That's all the movement from, see that tiny bit of movement? That's the difference between nearly stalling on idle to flat out. Just that tiny little travel there.
So what about the transmission?
Well, that's not going to work, is it?
No, but could we give it, if you had it run, could we give it 12 volts up at solenoid? Or do you think
Well, the solenoid's burnt off.
underneath?
So there is nothing left of the solenoid, and all the hydraulic transmission lines have melted away.
And there's no oil in it, is there?
Well, the hydraulic oil tank exploded, so yeah, it's probably that's it. Just kick all the bolts everywhere. It's not going to drive. Simple as
No,
that.
I was only thinking if it ran, it would it drive?
There we go. The throttle that was absolutely sea solid is now working, and the stop, when you turn it on to stop, lifts the plunger fully up. That should work.
Let it go.
Fucking two off?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to work the spanner?
Yeah,
I think the throttle, just leave that
yeah, I do it. We're running.
halfway.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, well, I'll see if it comes down before I shut it.
So I've put the bloody brake. Blaze again. Why it just back? It was on diesel then.
That one was said filmed it. It was
Spraying.
that one.
Yeah.
Spraying. I'll tighten that one up.
Cool. We're about there. I reckon it's about.
Yeah.
I'll keep putting the thing down. Right, we're ready. trying to throw the pump around in there.
What's it?
You know, it went out of balance.
Oh.
Because it had a rubber coupling.
Yeah, but it's done that.
Well, I think that's
donut
just doing the big spin round.
It's diesel.
It's just the injection pump. That's all it is.
I'll put the spanner back.
The engine sounds lovely.
I know, I'll put the spanner back.
I'm pleased with that.
Can't believe it.
Actually runs all right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That engine will be worth salvaging.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'll take that out and we can put that in there. We might use that when we're really desperate, pal.
It's a get out. Comes out with the hydraulic pump.
Yeah, it's a real dick. Well, that's a success. I suppose now we actually better do the more important job, and that's make that, convert it to macro.
Yeah.
We better get on with that now. What a big hit! Oh yes. Are you doing the cones or leaving the cones rusty?
Oh, yeah, we can do 10, can't we?
Tell you what, your paintwork is absolutely second to none. That's factory.
This is what Jack does the painting.
Colour match is absolutely spot on. Dad's doing the mirror. It's most important. We're about ready to test fire it. No, not fire it, but
Put that glass in
last tonight.
at night and let it.
Are you trying to tip that thing over?
Then now it was Dad's time to have a go with his new machine.
Got it. Oh! Nearly crashed it. happy now. He can now farm. Look at him go. Now he's farming.
If nothing else, let this video be a reminder to always isolate old machinery. And I hope you've liked this video, and please leave a comment and support it if you can, because any proceeds from this video will go towards the telehandler that I've had to buy my old man. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video, and that will be on the Centurion 105 Avery restoration. See you soon.
He's into having the boom out all the time now. No, he's worked it out. Look at him go. It's quite quick, isn't it, the boom?